AI researchers say AI will do all things that human can do. And in the previous call, you also mentioned about that we see only 10% of AI capability. Can you explain me what the 100% picture looks like?
100% picture looks like. That's
In three questions in the beginning.
It's a very hard question to answer, but why do we only see the kind of the top of the funnel or just the tip of the iceberg today? It's simply because what we see today is just general intelligence.
Okay.
Generative AI is just the general intelligence. We didn't get to super intelligent, right? Where it can do capabilities, unlimited memory, unlimited super thinking. And that is what we mean by 100%. I think, again, imagine that it can play a million games of chess while it memorizes everything on the internet, while at the same time it can do automated tasks. That's the capabilities we're going to be coming to in the future. Near or far, I don't know yet, but at least that's the capabilities that's going to happen with super AI.
It's really exciting. And what do you think, what's the resources we should have to build super intelligence?
The resources. Define resources first. What do you mean by resources?
I mean, like basically it comes from electricity.
Okay, so you're talking about from a
chips,
physical,
from NVIDIA or other.
Yeah,
providers.
so from that perspective, it's going to be crazy amounts of electricity. I mean, I know the government of Abu Dhabi is building a massive data center. There's massive data centers, Stargate in the US. So it's going to be about governments, because I don't think that definitely the big corporations, the Meta, the Facebooks and so on, they're going to be the ones that create data centers. But I think also it's going to be responsibility of governments to support data centers for the average small company, medium-sized companies, and so on, because they will not be able to afford these data centers. So yeah, it will be consuming huge amounts of power, and I think the new liquid gold, if you want to call it, or is going to be hungry data centers that need electricity. So I think electricity is going to be a big deal in the future. Countries that have abundance of electricity will thrive. Countries that do not will have a problem.
Okay, got it. So if AI can think, create, and analyze and communicate like a humans, what's left for us?
Emotions. We're still emotional, right? What connects us is the touch, the human touch, the human emotions, love, anger, right? These are things that you're not going to experience, right? I mean, I don't know how much we're going to enjoy watching a basketball game, an NBA final between two robots. I'm not sure that that's going to be fun. The beauty of the, for example, the NBA, which I'm a big follower and a big fan of, is the fact that every game is different. You have the emotions, you have the fan base, and then you also have things that you cannot predict. A player who goes up to dunk the ball and he falls and he has an Achilles heel, or he's able to dunk and the other player, gets, a poster, where he's being dunked on. This is all things that you're not going to be able to see with robots. Yeah. So I feel that's one. Two, human connection again when it comes to music. I feel like, yes, you can have a robot in a that sings, but it's not the same, right? You can have a movie, but it's not going to be the same. Again, you can have a movie with Sora and all these likes of the video and the AI creating video, but you're not going to feel that human connection still, that because it's an AI. I think that's going to be the differences.
I fully agree with you, but what if we talk about like professional life? I think it's when you talk about emotions, it's not working like we just spend life and enjoy life. We also have to work, and in a case like professional life, what we have to do.
I think it will take time for it to replace all different types of jobs. Which ones? I think just like the Industrial Revolution replaced some jobs, I think this will replace some jobs, and it will take time. But for example, again, poor countries or economically, low-income countries, let's call it this way, they're still going to have their population because they don't have maybe the power to spend money on AI, right? Countries that you still need electricians, right? You're not going to go spend $10,000 to buy a robot as an electrician when
Yep.
and then charge people crazy amount of money
Okay.
when you still need electricians, plumbers, garbage men, all these things, right? I think all the blue collar jobs are actually going to be the new gold in a way, or the safe jobs. Eventually, they could be replaced by robots and AI robots, but again, I think that's going to be quite a while. Not now.